Whoa, whoa, whoa. How you doing? It's Brian Polito, proud publisher of Coffin Comics, coming at you live. Here we are, the last 3 days of the Lady Death Diabolical Harvest Kickstarter. I am here with the one and only Julian the Hooligan.
Greetings and salutations, everybody. How you doing today? Welcome to the show.
Hey, just want to say thanks to everyone who's backed our campaign so far. If you have not backed our campaign, but perhaps previously backed other campaigns, I want to show you some stuff for you to consider. You know, it's the last 3 days of the campaign, so come on board. First thing I want to let you know is, man, just for being a physical backer of this campaign, there's a bunch of cool stuff you can get. Maybe I'm even getting ahead of myself. Let me go way back to the beginning. We are running a Kickstarter campaign for an all-new Lady Death story. That story is called Diabolical Harvest. This book is going to be 48 pages, full color, with the returning creative team. Myself and Mike McLean writing, the one and only Diego Bernard illustrating, colored by Cece De La Cruz, and lettered by veteran letterer Marshall Dillon. This book is a continuation of our previous chapter, and Lady Death actually met her match with this new character, Lady Virtue. So I'm going to show you some of the pages. In fact, here's page 1. So you can see that Lady Death is kind of having a tough time facing off against this character. Wow. She actually seems to meet her match in this one. But it is Lady Death, so I wouldn't count her out. I'll show you some other pages, too. These are the actual pages, proofs. Some beautiful, I mean, this is...
What the hell, man?
This is real. Sorry, I know. It's getting real. That's pretty brutal. Yeah, and then here's Lady Virtue, you know, how she is. You know, to the naked eye, she appears to be this pristine corporate superhero, but she was really made of, like, terrible necrotic tissue. So she actually has the ability to take life and existence from others. And you can see it illustrated here as she actually steals the life away from this poor, unsuspecting White Reaper. So in private, she's just the worst. She starts out here, ends up there. So all that shiny exterior means nothing. Here's another cool page I'd love to show you. This is Lady Death's father, Matthias, in action. Super happy to bring that dastard warlock back. He actually figures in over the course of the next 3 years very prominently. Yet he's learned nothing. He's still a very, very bad man. Pulling out the tongue of this person who dared speak back to him. Yeah, just the pages are bananas. Here's where the character Brock actually builds new armor for Lady Death so she could face off against Lady Virtue since she has that death touch. And then here is the appearance of a death god named Sloggoth. I won't even mention, you know, is this for good? Is it for evil? Does this work in Lady Death's favor? Does it not? I don't know. You got to read it. And that's the idea. So this is a new 48-page story. It's done. We're going to print, but we have 3 days. So I actually implore you and ask you to consider backing the campaign. And for everyone who has already. Oh, is there a question?
Oh, just Haley saying Hellwitch needs to take out Lady Virtue.
That'd be an interesting matchup. I don't know. Who knows? I'm actually, you know, we are plotting the storyline for 2024 right now. Wow. So you never know what's going to happen. Now, look, if you're a physical backer of this campaign, you're going to get some goodies, including free U.S. shipping, a free digital download, but also you could receive some of this really cool stuff randomly. You will for sure receive this Lady Death Masters by Mike DiBalfo, 32 pages, free, just free. I mean, really, for $28, you're going to get free U.S. shipping, 64 pages of comics, and tons of other stuff, cards, trading cards. I mean, you know, we're up in that upper stratosphere. I think at 500,000, we're going to unlock like a really, really cool, bar quality can opener.
I saw the picture of that. I think it's really sweet. So I want to hit 5 just so you guys can get that.
I do want to hit 5, but I want to point out to everybody out there that that can opener costs more to make than the comic book.
Whoa! You heard it here first.
We continue the trend of super expensive free stuff. You also get the free black and white edition. But we're tipping in some of these limited editions, usually limited to 15 or under. The all-new patch edition, the golden medal edition by Dawn McTagg, the violet medal by Colette Turner, the black medal by Tina Valentina, and the newly produced, the Azure by Marissa Pope. I mean, Yeah, you just get that randomly. And at one point, I was saying, and then also the Colette Turner sculpted edition.
Beautiful.
Crazy. We really got carried away. Anyway, so those are some things you can get. What do you got? Yeah.
That's 55 free items that are randomly going to get dispersed to all physical backers. That's crazy.
At least so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. With that, like, you know, a price tag of like tens of thousands of dollars of value. I don't know. I'm getting carried away. But yeah, think about it. Hey, Hooligan, is there anything you'd like to suggest to
Yes, I was just informed, and we are down to really low numbers. On this Kickstarter is the only way you can get the signed special edition omnibus editions. Now, folks, you know me, I like collected editions of comics. That's just how I like it. I like to really put them on like a bookshelf in like a library or whatnot, just to show off my collection that way.
Oh, and Hooligan, I
Yeah.
want to say, I don't mean to cut in, but I know that we're doing this live, so maybe people out there have some questions, comments, concerns, or want to say
Please ask
anything.
us.
Yeah, come on, let's collab. Let's hear it. What's up?
Andrew just got a comment here. He's saying he backed the Diabolical Harvest Kickstarter.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank
That's
you.
awesome, man. Right on.
So, yeah, and not only that, I believe we're down to very low numbers on
Yeah.
the signed omnibus edition.
Yeah, I think like 30 or 100.
Yeah, you're going to get the beautiful print. You're going to get the 2 holofoil cards. Not only that, I really like one thing we did here is the interviews. I mean, you get 10 chapters in large format.
Yeah,
And you get
494 pages of comic book entertainment, and then another 50 pages.
This is great.
Interviews and what have you.
Look, pictures of, and these are early photos of HQ too. I noticed. I'm like, oh my God, there's not a lot of shelves here. But it also shows you some of the early editions we did back in the day.
Work.
This is great. This is really, look at this. This is like a DVD for comics. You get special features and everything. It's beautiful. And then, you know, for folks that also like me that like to collect editions, we also have 3 volumes, which also collect 10. And we also have all 15 premiere editions. If you like to collect individuals, we got them here for you. And it's such a fun thing. Like I say, these look great on your shelf. Don't hide them in a box. Put them on the shelf. Show off that beautiful work. And that's what I'm really looking forward to with this campaign. I like that stuff.
I like all that stuff, man. So, hey, if there's any questions, I think Jimmy Coffin sees something there.
So, Matt is just saying
Hey, Matt.
you are unparalleled in your selling ability and energy.
Why, thank you.
Consistently blown away.
Thanks, Matt. Thank you so much.
Jennifer saying, I just backed it too. Give me all the pony stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Speaking of the pony set.
That's a great set.
Yeah, there's the pony set.
4 books.
And then we're doing the crazy prints, the Umungo print.
That thing is.
Oh, there it is.
Look at that.
Yeah, this print is gigantic.
See, that's
Custom size, that's 44 inches by 17.
That's
Yeah, it's huge.
So Andrew's saying he got the 3 White Reaper set.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on. That sounds
Andrew's
cool.
got a question here.
Go
When
ahead.
does Pluto air guitar to Back in Black?
That, you know, I will, before we ship, I'm trying to make some interesting arrangements. We'll see.
Oh, Gary Compton saying he got the omnibus.
Thank you, Garrett.
Gary, good
Great,
job.
great seeing you in Tucson Comic Con.
And Jay Taylor says he's got his standard omnibus and it's so damn nice.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good to
Thanks,
see you,
Jay. Yeah, man, good to see you. Right on. Yeah, and Jay, you'll be happy to know Joel Gomez is hard at work on La Muerta Chapter 9 because I know what you say. La Muerta is everything. So yeah, hard at work on that one. The story is done. In fact, Mike McLean and I have written all the stories for 2023 already. They're complete. And this coming weekend, starting on Saturday, we're actually going to reveal to you for the first time ever the Coffin Comics publishing plans for 2023.
Nice.
Even as Mike and I are writing 2024.
Is it difficult as a creator to be able, like, okay, you already know what you got planned ahead, but to keep the production going on the books to get the store flowing, is it harder to get far ahead, or you're already like, okay, I've got chapter 30 up in my brain and I know what I'm going to do?
Well, you know, it's interesting. My job requires me always to be in the future.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I come in and I say I'll tell the people, this is what I'm working on. And I know, you know, finally something like Diabolical Harvest is the quote unquote present. But we completed that story a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And is it hard? No, because it's kind of the job requirement. I have to always be in the future. And I describe publishing like this. We have a freight train and it's going at high speed, and we're always laying the track for that train. That's the whole game.
We're always working on that railroad.
We are always working on the railroad. And like at times it's like, okay, so for that train to go, we need, screw this on, put this here, do that. Like we're always doing that every day, every week, every moment. That's just the nature of the beast.
Well, see, then that's what gets me when I see other publishers always being late on their books. It's like, really?
Yeah.
Why? Get with the program. Your customers and your readers deserve better.
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah, and sometimes one of the reasons why I have a drive to always get ahead on story is sometimes the stories jump around in time a little bit and require some world building. So, that allows, in a weird way, it sort of takes the pressure off. Although I've never had the experience of no pressure off publishing, because it's like, what I got to do, I got to do. I got it. We have a serious master schedule. It's like you got to hit those. I got to hit mine all the time, and mine is well in advance right now. Like I'm on my daily, I'm working on the next Lady Death Kickstarter. We're about to launch the next Hell Witch, but I'm like filling in the gaps of the next Lady Death in terms of other elements of it. The marketing elements and covers and stuff.
That's why he drinks lots of black coffee.
That's right. Are there any other questions?
Robert wants to know, where did the titles come from?
The titles come from the mind. What I do is I have it'll either just come to me, or I'm reading a lot of like English music journalism. And they're just some of the greatest words used. Let's say you're reading Kerrang! Magazine or Metal Hammer, and in the back, they're doing reviews of all these wild and obscure bands. And if I find a word, whether it be in the review or in the description, I actually just put the word on the side. And then sometimes by the time I gather a bunch of words, I kind of collect them and I say, do they evoke the theme? So in the case of Diabolical Harvest, it really does, because we're talking about manipulation of DNA to create other things, whether it's manipulating Lady Death's DNA or the DNA that was used to create Lady Virtue. So it's a diabolical harvest of DNA, So so for all the titles and the titles I'm going to reveal this weekend, to me they all have to be on theme.
Mm-hmm.
So I collect all the words and see how they work out together. I'm working on 2024 titles now. I disclosed a little bit about that to Jimmy Coffin. They'll be really fun.
I haven't revealed anything. But that's okay, because it keeps me excited. And that's why I like when you sometimes reveal stuff last minute to me, because it's like, I feel like I'm the representative of the customers. Like, oh, crap. So that's why I like to be surprised when he brings in stuff.
It's the most fun about publishing is the reveal.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of fun to know ahead of time. And then if I reveal something and people like it, it's like, okay, I did my job. Does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns in closing?
Jennifer is just saying, I always hold up Coffin as how to do a Kickstarter and how to communicate with their backers. You guys are the best.
Thank you so much. Look, we cannot claim that we are perfect. We are a work in progress company, but hopefully in your heart, you guys and gals out there know that we listen. Sometimes we try things and it doesn't work out perfect. Sometimes we do, it does. But we are listening, we're taking the feedback, we're reasonable people, and we know you're the boss. So we do listen. So we thank you for that. So in conclusion, if you have not, please back the campaign now. Also, if you can find it in your heart, recommend it to a couple friends. And we got 3 days left, so you still don't know what's going on, man. This thing is a living, breathing thing. So stay tuned. You guys have been great. We've been the Coffin Crew. Holler at you later.
Bye.